Alright guys, what is happening? This is my first video, but I want to talk about this new documentary called Seattle is Dying. And this is really the first piece of news coverage, serious piece of news coverage that really talks about the actual problem that Seattle is experiencing. Uh, the problem that Seattle is experiencing has been labeled as a homelessness epidemic or a mental health crisis, but in reality, it's a completely self-inflicted wound based on progressive leadership, basically creating a state-sponsored heroin use program, and that's what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to call it a rampant drug abuse. It's not just drug abuse because this is city-sponsored heroin use and poisoning. All right, in this next section, this is pretty insane. This is a town hall meeting that happened in Ballard. I'm gonna go ahead and just play this.
And rarely has it been more vividly laid out than in this exchange.
If property crime is committed, violence is committed, you need to call 911 and the police.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? Okay, story time. Okay. I moved into a house in Seattle in 2016. After I moved in, just after a few weeks, I was looking out my bedroom window into I'm next to an alleyway, and I witnessed these guys messing around with this auto shop building right across the alley. It was a blatant break-in, and I phoned 911, and I got a dispatcher. She says, "Please state the nature of your emergency." And I said, "Hey, I live at this address in South Seattle, and I am witnessing a break-in of a commercial building." And I'm not kidding you. The dispatcher goes, "Ugh, do we really have to send someone out?" And I said, "Well, I'm witnessing a fucking break-in. I'm witnessing a break-in, so that's all you really need to know. I'm not going to make a judgment call for you. That's your job, not mine." And for this fucking idiot to get up there to say, "to call 911 when you see my..." The cops don't give a shit because they're too busy playing patty cake with Mr. Heroin Addict over there. What a joke. What a fucking joke. I'm sorry, I'm getting mad.
Same crimes in the same places, and our public records, our criminal justice records, really show that that's exactly what's happening.
Look at the sheer volume of criminal cases. Calvin A., 68 criminal cases since 2002, repeated random assaults on random individuals. Drainin B., 54 criminal cases since 2016. Michelle C., 72 cases since 2000. And the list goes on and on. Seattle's mayor says this:
"It is wrong to conflate homelessness with a rise in crime."
Okay, two things here. For one, I think we saw one statistic where there was like 54 arrests and convictions since like 2007. How the hell do you even get arrested that many times? Assaulting random people? How the... Like, no, I actually want to know, like, how do you even... Like, these people must be getting in and out of the justice system so fast to just do more crime that they're not even spending time in jail. How do you have like 46? How do you have 46 fucking arrests? That's insane. That is insane. Okay, that's that point. And then the mayor, this idiot, this moron, Jenny Durkin, homelessness does not correspond with crime. You got to be fucking kidding me. She's fucking delusional. I honestly don't think she believes the shit that comes out of her mouth. I don't. I really don't think she believes that. She's just another progressive who wants to hold office, and she's got to say what she's got to say to pander to her audience. Meanwhile, it destroy the whole city.
That you looked at, what percentage of them were homeless?
Yeah, From our criminal justice records, 100% had indicators that they were currently homeless. And
There you go. There you go. Empirical evidence. Almost all of them are fucking homeless. So, boom, debunked. Mayor, you're incorrect. Next.
Seattle police are afraid to speak out. For 2 years, we've tried to get cops to talk about what they see every day, about what's really happening on the streets and behind the scenes. More than once, the word terrified was used. Cops are terrified of losing their jobs and pensions.
You know, this is more of a, I think what they're talking about right now, the fact that these police officers won't speak up, this is more of a national issue. I don't think this is a local issue. We really don't have freedom of speech in this country anymore. But boy, if you voice an opinion that is differing from the sheep, if you will, the horde of the sheep, if you have a differing opinion that they don't want to tolerate, oh boy, you'll be fired. You'll be fired and lose your pension. I don't blame them. I don't blame these cops at all for not talking. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. At the end of the day, we have to look out for ourselves. But this is fucking sad. I mean, they can't come forward and talk about how they can't take care of criminals. Boy, Seattle is not a city you want to be a cop in. You can't defend yourself. You can't do your job.
what's your drug of choice?
I use methamphetamines. Yeah. And I try to at least use it once a day. But I don't really consider myself a drug abuser.
Oh, no, you're not a drug abuser. No, but I just use methamphetamine once a day. No big deal. Yeah, just hitting the pipe a little bit once a day. No problems at all. Definitely not a drug addict. Bullshit.
The shit is amazing.
You like the meth?
I love it.
Remember that list of familiar faces? Travis is on it. 34 criminal cases in 4 years.
Unbelievable. 34 criminal cases in 4 years. Again, mathematically, I'm just thinking about this like, okay, so 34 convictions in 4 years. That's almost 10 per year. It's basically almost one a month. So this guy does something. Looks like he's got busted for rape, attempted rape, assault, disturbance, and apparently he's just in and out. No big deal. Back on the street. Seattle doesn't care, dude. Seattle does not give a fuck about you.
Things like assault, attempted rape, trespassing.
You're on a list, you know.
Nice.
There's a list of the,
Oh yeah,
of the
nice.
100.
Yeah, he's
came out
proud.
with the 100 frequent
Fucking idiot.
flyers,
Really?
friendly faces.
Of everything?
Of all.
Yeah.
Oh, you're up there.
Nice.
You're up there.
I was.
No shame. Like I said, no shame. No shame. This guy doesn't care. Because he knows he's not going to get, he knows that we're not going to enforce the law on his ass. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to be out here acting like a fucking idiot, doing drugs, assaulting people, trying to rape people, because it's no big deal. No big deal. But meantime, me as a tax-paying W-2 employee type of person, I'll get a speeding ticket in the mail if I go 5 over in a fucking school zone. Unfucking believable. All right, this next part's fucking ridiculous, and this is a perfect example of how the cops are completely powerless now. So just watch this.
This is body cam footage of an incident on First and Pike a little more than a year ago.
Travis!
It started with property destruction.
All right, so he's destroying public property. Boom. They've asked him to put the bike down multiple times. That's assault on an officer. In any other city, maybe other than stupid ass Portland, but in any sane city, these cops would have ran in, ripped him out of that goddamn garbage can, punched him in the face, and put him in the back of a squad car to be booked. That was assault on an officer.
And escalated into assaulting police
More destruction of property. Nice.
officers.
that's threatening an officer. He got right in that cop's face. The cop does nothing. Look at these cops just standing here. You know, I want this was in 2017. But I wonder if there was probably something like this going on when I was calling the cops about the break-in by my house. Because they're all dealing with this dude. Because they're too afraid to take this guy down because he might sue the city.
A bunch of cops were deployed.
A bunch of cops were deployed. Yeah, because apparently it takes 10 cops to take down one stupid drug addict. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I forgot he's not a drug addict. That's right, just meth once a day. He's not a drug addict.
Get out of here.
Berge spit on them.
Don't spit.
Another assault on an officer. And look, now it's daylight. So in the earlier clip, it was dark out, so it's been like at least 3-4 hours. I can't believe this.
Fought them.
Hey, no
Oh,
fighting.
boom, another assault. Hit the officer again.
Yourself either.
High right now.
Travis is
No, you're fucking high. All right, I'm done with this dude.